Hi, this is Knitting in the Shire. I'm here with my amazing fiancé, Bunny, who I hope will be a co-host on a regular basis, or at least occasionally.
Absolutely.
And we are coming to you from the beautiful Isle of Arran.
The beautiful sunny Isle of Arran, and it's absolutely amazing today.
So stay tuned. We are going to talk a little bit about Bunny's journey into knitting, some of his projects, and then we're just going to have a chat about knitting.
Sounds
together.
good.
So that sounds interesting. Stay tuned. So this is my beautiful fiancé, newly betrothed, called Bunny, and I just wanted to introduce him to you. He'll probably be featuring a lot more in my videos. And he's a knitter, so I don't know if you want to start off with what it was like learning to knit, what it felt like.
So I'm still a rookie knitter, but thanks to you, beautiful one, I've been knitting for a year now, I think. And it was you that encouraged me to first of all try and knit my mum a scarf for Christmas. So you went to the trouble of getting all this beautiful yarn, and you got me knitting at great effort because I was quite clumsy at first. And I finished that scarf, but I ended up keeping it for myself, so my poor mum didn't get the scarf. But you did create a fanatical knitter, and I've been knitting ever since. So I've now knitted 2 scarves, 3 ponchos, and my current obsession is mitered squares, which I'm going to turn into beds for my many cats.
So how many cats?
9 cats I have, so I need lots of cat beds, and these are just ideal. They love them.
And do you want to let everyone know the names of the cats?
I have got Juno, Sprocky, Bubbles, Baggins, Michael, Jappy, Bertie, Sticky, and Pop. I don't think I missed anybody out. I hope I didn't miss anybody out.
And so wee Charlie, my little turkey, has got a lot of new brothers and sisters.
It has indeed, yes.
So yes, I'm sure they'll all feature in these videos at one point or
They
another.
will indeed, and you'll be able to see the cats sitting on neatly knitted mitered square beds.
Talk to me about the ponchos. So you've done 3, and I know you've got plans for more.
This was the first one I did, and it was the lovely wool that you found, which is quite chunky. And you gave me the pattern, which at first I wasn't too sure about because I was just used to doing scarves, and obviously this had things like knit 2 together, slip, slip, knit, and all these new things to learn. But it's actually so easy and so satisfying. So this was my first one. 5 or 6 balls of yarn was this? I'm trying to remember, and it's in the lovely colour Blackstone.
Was that the first thing you knitted in the round?
This was the first thing I knitted in the round, that's right. I did this first poncho, and a few people have said it's a bit short on me, but I quite like that because it allows me to do things. Then you got me for my birthday 8 balls of yarn in the colour Driftwoods, and that's given me a much longer, really cosy, snuggly poncho.
Yeah.
But it was too big to lug out to Arran, so I brought this one. But I love this one though because it leaves me hands-free and able to do stuff. And I knitted yours in this lovely colour.
Oh, I love my
Campfire, so your poncho's in Campfire. And I think I'm going to do another one with Campfire and Blackstone mixed together, which are the 2 colours I'm using in the mitered square, because I think it looks like a volcano.
So we should mention that the pattern for the poncho is called Rosa's Caponcho.
Rosa's Caponcho, that's right.
It's a free pattern, and I'll put a link to that in the description box. So what is it about the pattern you love? Is it because it's just a really easy repeat?
I think it's nice and therapeutic knitting because it's a good one for watching movies and stuff, because you can kind of just zone out and go through it. It's quite straightforward. It comes together really quickly, and I just love that detail you get as well. I don't know if it's going to come out in the camera.
It is, yes.
But it is so cool. And I don't know, they're really snuggly and warm, and it's going to be something I'm going to knit for other people. I'm slightly obsessed with knitting these ponchos. That's 3 done already, and I've promised my sister I'm going to do one for her birthday, and my mum one for Christmas as well. So I've got a list of ponchos still to knit. But no, it's just a really satisfying knit, and I think it makes for a great gift as well.
And so, like I say, we're on the Isle of Arran on holiday, but I will make sure we get some footage of your other ponchos as well, and we can feature them in another video. And I think video of your cats.
That would be nice. And all my knitting is
lounging.
thanks to you, beloved, of course.
Well, and I think you did yourself a disservice because you picked it up so quickly.
Well, it's something I really enjoy, and I can't believe I lived so long without knitting in my life.
I think that poncho was only your third project, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah, it was.
And it's pretty perfect.
2 scarves into the ponchos, and now the mitered squares.
Yeah, and the next project you're going to do that's a wee bit different is called the Fergus jumper, isn't
Yep.
it? You've already started that one.
We've started that with lovely merino wool. We've spent a fortune on that lovely yarn, so
Yeah, from
we're
Rowan.
knitting each other matching Fergus jumpers.
Yeah,
So we need to finish
we'll
that.
have to finish them and they can feature in a video soon. Well, thank you for coming on the channel,
Thank
and
you
I'm
for having
sure
me.
that we will see more of you.
Yeah, there's knitting tiny pants. Pants for borrowers.
Not really. We could just chat away, couldn't we? Like,
Yeah,
we watched a really nice knitting video, didn't we?
that's right, that couple.
Yeah, we'll have to put a link to it because I can't remember what the name of the podcast was.
It was
now.
quite nice. We're just sitting
It
there
was
knitting
nice.
away.
It was quite relaxed. Maybe you can talk to me about the farm, the fact that you grew up on a farm.
Yes. So my father moved my family in 1980 to a farm in the Trossachs, and their first 2 businesses were pony trekking and goat's milk, so had lots of dairy goats, but he really loved sheep and he wanted to get into fibre farming. So he started all these different projects based at the farm: Scottish fine wool, Scottish cashmere, and then he opened up in 1990, I think it was 1990 actually, the Scottish Wool Centre in Aberfoyle, which was a large visitor centre with a huge big Edinburgh woolen mill shop selling jumpers and stuff. And it had a weaving and spinning display area, and in the main part was the big Trossachs theatre where we did a live show all about sheep and the history of sheep and sheep farming in Scotland. So we had all the different primitive breeds: Hebridean, Boree, Soy, Lewis Blackface, Shetland, right up to big white woolly merino sheep and cashmere goats. So it was a live show with all the animals. It was wonderful fun, and we had loads of amazing spinners and knitters there as well. It's a shame I didn't take an interest back then. And I'd be a super advanced knitter by then. I'd be teaching you things.
You read that, was really nice.
But so I've been around wool and sheep all my life, I guess.
And your dad was quite a pioneer, wasn't he? Because he was trying to
He was.
introduce different breeds.
So it was, yeah, things like that, and trying to improve the wool, because most sheep farming in Scotland is really for meat, and the wool was just a kind of side project or side product. So my dad wanted to change that and put more of the focus onto farming for fibre. So it was all about crossbreeding traditional Scottish breeds like Shetlands with merino sheep, so you'd improve the quality of the wool and the amount of the wool, so you could start getting a bigger yield for the fibre. And then with the cashmere goats, it was because Scotland is the largest user of cashmere in the world, but we import it all from countries like China. So my dad wanted to try farming it here in Scotland. That never really took off because goats are notoriously hard to farm. But he gave it a good go, and the farm was very successful. And although they kind of transitioned as my dad's got older, they've kind of transitioned away from wool farming into tourism and things like this because of the history of the farm. There's still sheep there to this day, as you well know, because you've been up to feed
I
them.
have, I've been very lucky. I wonder if we could put a bit of footage of the sheep in.
That would be nice, and this year's lambs as well, that'd be really nice.
Yeah, we got to bottle feed one.
We did,
Wee
bracken.
bracken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we got to see all this year's lambs as well.
Did you mention the Scottish Wool Centre?
I did, yep. in
Sorry, I
Aberfoyle.
wasn't listening.
Are you too busy knitting tiny pants?
Too busy knitting tiny pants. I'm actually
You're
knitting a
fine.
tiny mitered square. just
Yeah, so
in
we're
case
knitting
you're-
the same thing right now, aren't we? It's just
Well, we
mine's,
are, yeah.
mine's a giant, big chunky version for cats, and yours is a little tiny version. And what are you going to do with yours?
So basically, we came on holiday. I have loads of beautiful projects on the go. I've got these amazing Lord of the Rings fingerless mitts. I've got a shawl I'm knitting for our wedding.
Oh, that's
And-
right, you do have that lovely knit pattern because
Mhm.
some really
I
handsome
nearly brought
guy
that-
gave you a cracking
Yes.
book, didn't he?
He did. I can't remember his name, but yeah. So I had loads of things I could have brought, and I did pack 3 projects. Then it went down to 2, and then I thought I'd left one in, but I'd obviously taken it out and not put it back in. So I got this just acrylic wool from a local charity shop, and these kind of old-fashioned needles, because I can't go without knitting. I thought I can't spend a whole week without any knitting. And because the wool's a bit random and the needles, and I thought I would do some mitered squares and just knit a wee blanket. So
You can't come all the way to Arran in this lovely sunshine and not have any knitting to
oh
do.
no, it would be tragic.
I
wouldn't
can't
it?
believe that I've come more prepared than you have.
I
It's so
know.
funny that the apprentice has outdone the master in terms of knitting
Well,
supplies.
I'm hardly a master. I think I don't have many followers, but the few that I do will know that I'm not a master knitter. I think you're going to overtake me in no time.
Nonsense.
You'll be teaching me things. I think you pick it up a lot faster.
So your projects you would have brought would have been your shawl.
My wedding shawl, I'm knitting it out of a beautiful rowan lavender coloured kid silk mohair.
I don't know how you do that with mohair, it just looks so tricky and fiddly.
I did have a few stumbles, didn't I, at the
A
beginning?
few restarts, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm knitting the beautiful Rohirrim fingerless knit.
They're going to look amazing.
I think in the pattern book they're called the banner, horse banner?
Yes, it's the Rohan kind of gloves, aren't they?
Yep,
Knits.
got beautiful horse motif on them. And I'm knitting my dad some chunky socks. He likes to wear big chunky socks around the house.
Now your mum and dad have been to Whiting Bay today on Arran, where there's the lovely,
Oh, an amazing
Wool
wool
shop.
shop.
and you'll probably get some sock wool today, won't you?
Yes,
Because they're going
I
to pick you
will.
up something.
The only thing is I don't have circular needles with me, so I can't even start the socks. I'm wondering if I might just incorporate it into this blanket and just have a
Why don't you?
random
Aha, a different
Arran
square.
mitered squares blanket, just of all sorts of. Because this is, I think this is probably roughly 4-ply. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I actually think the red is a little bit, well, anyway, I could make it work. I think.
Absolutely.
But it seems a shame because it was meant to be for socks for you, wasn't it? Or you could show, well no you couldn't, but we can maybe show your socks later. Bunny is wearing some hand knit socks
I wonder if I could.
from yarn that I bought in Arran. I'm not sure if that will work. I bought that yarn in, it was that last February?
That was when we came for my birthday
Yeah.
in February 25, and you finished them just before my birthday this year.
Yeah, they
Which
took
was
a year.
amazing.
Interestingly, I finished one of the socks quite quickly,
Yep.
maybe within a month or something.
But is this not a thing with knitters and socks?
Second sock
syndrome, yeah.
Which I suffer from quite badly. So what I just do is, and Bunny can testify to the truth of this, I don't knit pairs of socks.
No.
I just knit random socks and then I mismatch them. I just have loads of mismatch.
I think it looks cool though, mismatched socks. I think matched pairs are overrated.
Oh, I forgot to do my knit two together there. I'm chatting so much.
Oh, I've made a few mistakes as well, I must admit. That's alright.
So yeah. What do you? So we've been watching a new knitting podcast from the Raw Wool Company, but I can't remember the name.
Oh,
What's the
yeah.
name of the actual? Is it something at the cottage?
Is it? I think it is something to do with the cottage, yeah.
We've been enjoying that one, haven't we?
We have, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It
And
makes me think that my dad, just going back to everything I was saying about the farm, that my dad was really ahead of his time because he was farming all those primitive breeds that are really in fashion now. And they were there on the farm all those years ago in the sort of late 80s, early 90s. My dad was doing all of that, so it's a shame he didn't have access to YouTube back then, my dad. He probably had
know.
quite a following.
yeah, because this was way back in the 90s. And it was
Yeah.
basically all the things people are really interested in.
And my
now.
dad was having to appeal to kind of stuffy old farmers that were quite set in their ways, whereas nowadays he'd have a great new market of keen knitters and stuff like this.
Yeah. I meant to ask, you might not know the answer to this, but why is it difficult to farm goats?
They can jump like cats.
Okay.
They're very spirited, so a lot of Scottish farmers refer to goats as the deil's ain, the devil's own, because they're quite mischievous.
Naughty.
They're quite naughty, yeah. And like, remember you spotted that lovely rhododendron tree when we were walking up? Goats are addicted to their leaves, but they're really toxic and poisonous for them. But they will jump out of pens and escape to go and eat things that make them sick and all this. They're really hard to farm. So I think just for ease of farming, they tend to get ignored.
Yeah. I have a bag of cashmere from Holly.
That's right, Holly, who was the last goat on the farm, and you've got her very last bag of cashmere.
Yeah, bless her. She passed away last year, didn't she?
Yep.
How old was Holly?
Holly was 17 years old. She had a great long life.
Oh, she was lovely.
Goats were really, when I was really wee, they were kind of my first memory of the farm, because goat's milk was my dad's first main business off of the farm. And he did a roaring trade mix with a big hotel next door and stuff. And he would freeze it into bags, and it would be sent to hospitals and stuff, because it's a great milk if people are convalescing and stuff like this. Again, a bit ahead of his time, because now goat's milk's very popular for that, because it's easier to digest than cow's milk and stuff. So yeah, the farm was full of dairy goats when I was really wee. Then it was cashmere goats as time went on.
I don't know if the microphone's going to pick me up. Have you dropped?
I've dropped my marker. There we go, mark the marker.
I know, I was wondering, is that Mark or Bob?
I think that's actually Barry, because it was Marker B, so he ended up getting called Barry, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't know how much the microphone's going to pick me up. I think, hopefully, it'll be picking you up, but I'm not
I hope
sure.
it picks up some lovely bird songs
I
as well.
know,
It's
it's
really amazing where we
gorgeous.
are.
We're in such a quiet, idyllic spot, aren't we?
I know, and we're so lucky because the weather's been really good this week. It was kind of miserable last week at times, so. Or intermittent. I was at work last week and it'd be raining one minute and then sunny the next, and you just didn't know what was coming. So
We've actually had hailstones and snow and everything more
exactly.
in recent weeks, so this is pretty amazing. We're in a part of Arran called Glencloy at the moment. If you watch the Albanach knitter, he is from Arran. He quite often films around Glensannox, because he works at the Glensannox Christian Centre. And I'm trying to think where he's based. I don't think it's Brodick. It might be Limlash, somewhere like that. But if you haven't watched the Albanach knitter, check him out, because he's great. He actually went to school in Irvine.
that's right. I would love to go to one of his retreats that he does.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do a knitting retreat. We were thinking we might do knitting retreats.
I know, could be a good thing up at the farm, couldn't it?
Yeah. You can, if you're interested in knitting retreats in Scotland, it would be up at Aberfoyle, wouldn't it?
That's right, yep. Up in the Trossachs at the foot of Benvenue with Loch Ard in front of you, so quite a romantic setting, I guess.
Let us know in the comments if that would be interesting to you. I don't have many followers, so I don't know.
No, if you build it, they will come.
Well, I don't mind actually, because I do the videos because I knit. When I started it was because I used to bore everyone to death, like my family and friends, and none of them were into knitting. I didn't have you then. Although, if you have watched my videos, I talk about Bunny in my second
That's
video.
right, yeah.
And I say a colleague from work, a friend and colleague.
That's funny, and now you're my betrothed. Because you had just got your spinning wheel, I think it was.
Yeah,
and you were struggling to get good wool, and I said, well, I'll get you a raw fleece from the farm. My dad's got fleeces, because I think with all the lanolin, if it's raw and oily, it might make it easier to spin.
Yeah.
And I brought you, and I lugged all the way from the Trossachs a full fleece in a bin bag and brought it to work. And I remember your friend Susie was like, have you brought that stinking thing?
It did smell quite strongly, didn't it? It was lovely though. And I just thought it was the most generous thing ever. I just was like, wow. So if you watch the video, I'm just like, wow.
I'm the colleague from work. That's amazing.
We had started sort of, I kind of at one point I called you my friend, but I remember feeling a bit nervous about it in case you were like, what is she talking about? So Yeah, that's quite nice actually. It's unfolded.
So I know, so your knitting channel has basically followed our entire relationship from early beginnings right through to now engaged.
Yeah, well, may it continue.
Ah,
It'll be nice to look back on, hopefully.
I know.
Hopefully. I watched Fruity Knitting was one of the first podcasts that I got really, really into. It's such a high value podcast because a lot of them are like this, and it's just people talking and showing you, sharing their love of
Sitting and knitting, as I call it.
But Fruity Knitting, they give you a lot. They interview loads of people. They give you tutorials. It's just really, really high value stuff. But right at the very start, it was Andrea and her husband Andrew, and they were on holiday in Wales.
That's right, you showed me the very first episode. They were down in Wales. That was lovely.
And Madeline was there too. She was still at school. And yeah, I just, I mean, it was a while ago now, so hopefully it's not too. But Andrew passed away. And it was just, I wonder sometimes if it's difficult or if it's nice to have so many videos of them together, you know, just really, I think it must be quite a precious thing.
Absolutely.
It's probably quite hard at the start, but then to look back on it must be quite lovely to be able to see together.
I think it'd be a lovely thing to have.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when we watched the DVD of my dad. So my dad's got his Ceilidh band, and in the 90s they were part of a video that was made all about the Trossachs and Stirling and stuff, and my mum and dad both appear on it. So my mum was probably younger than I am now, singing, and my dad playing in his Ceilidh band, and I showed it to you, and as you said, what a lovely thing to have. You know, as years from now I really appreciate having that and seeing them out doing their thing in their prime.
Exactly. Yeah, because I don't really have any videos of, you know, some of the people I've lost, and I kind of wish I did.
The good thing for you with you and your family is because both you and your dad are such keen photographers, you've got loads of photographs.
We do have a lot.
Loads of amazing holiday photographs, Christmases, things like this.
We definitely do.
I want to see if I made a mistake. I think I might have missed a slip knit.
Are you going to count?
17, okay. $17!
Woo!
Brilliant! I suppose with this it's quite easy. That's what I like about these mitered squares. They're quite
so
forgiving, aren't
they? Yeah. And you can do them at
I just
any
hope
size.
you get the volcano effect. I wish I'd had a little bit more blackstone for the base of the mountain.
Yeah, it's interesting how fast that wool runs out.
Yeah.
The ball, I mean, obviously it's chunky, so, but the ball looks enormous.
So I started that last night and it's already a good bit down.
I knitted Dad some chunky socks and one ball of, so we should say this is Lion brand.
Oh yeah.
Woolies, thick and quick.
I love this yarn, and I don't think I'll ever get to this stage. You keep saying I will, but I've got quite big clumsy hands.
Oh, so you will.
I think I'm always going to be a chunky knitter, but I love this Lions brand Woolies.
Thick and quick.
Thick and quick. I just love it. It's so cool. I love the colours, and I just love everything I've knitted with it so far.
Yeah, that one's called Campfire.
This is Campfire, Blackstone. My poncho is also Blackstone. Your poncho's Campfire that I've knitted you. I've got a driftwood poncho, which is a lovely colour. You've bought me a ball of wheat as well, I think is the new colour.
And oatmeal.
Oh, oatmeal. Sorry, that's the new colour.
Yeah, it's lovely
but
actually.
It's just, you go on and look at it online and it's bewildering how many colours it comes in. So.
And they've got a lot of depth to them.
I know.
Like Blackstone actually has sort of.
Yeah, it picks out the reds.
Yeah,
that's why I think these two go really well together.
Blues maybe, or like greys and blues, and it's just beautiful.
So I'm going to keep knitting squares and ponchos. So everyone I know is going to be getting a poncho soon.
We're big fans of ponchos.
I think they're brilliant.
They're not very kind of on trend or anything, are they?
Well, we're bringing back the ponchos.
Amy Palco from The Meaningful Stitch, another brilliant podcast, she's designed a few ponchos. She likes them. I think they're just really versatile.
Exactly.
They're just like, you can just sling them on
and although I will finish that Fergus jumper we started on, it's this bits that for me are quite complicated, like the sleeves, there's a lot of reductions and things.
Yeah, there's a lot of shaping because we're knitting them in the flats. So it's a Kim Hargreaves pattern, and it's round big wool and it's knitted in the flat. So it's quite easy in some respects, but you have to do a lot of purling, which a lot of people don't like, and it's seamed as well. So you knit the front and back separately, you knit the arms and the flat, and then you seam it all together, which is, it's a wee bit more.
It's a bit more to it. Still definitely going to finish that this year, 26. I'm going to finish your Fergus jumper. But I do love that you can fly through these ponchos. It's just a really satisfying knit. So.
And I think knitting in the round just really is so much more easy, isn't it?
Definitely.
And the mitered squares don't require any purling at all.
No, I know, it's
which
amazing.
Is nice. It's looking less like a pair of pants now.
Oh, definitely, it's squared out, yeah.
I'm probably going to finish this square. Why don't we keep chatting until I finish this square?
Okay, okay.
And then I think I might just post this today. I might just see
Why
if I
don't
can
you?
edit this together.
I'm very grateful you've allowed me to be in your knitting.
Well, I hope you'll be in a
podcast.
lot more.
I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. I'm such a rookie knitter, but I'm very grateful to be here.
Do you know what? I've probably not framed this. I didn't check that a minute. I'm probably hanging out the end.
Excuse my big head blocking the camera, but I just dropped my knitting marker.
It'd be a shame if this hasn't worked. Like maybe you can't hear me, or you can see like half my face.
It's just me sitting talking to myself.
I'm hoping it's come out because I think it's quite nice actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm really inspired by that couple.
Exactly.
I will have to put in the description box.
Yeah, put a link to their video because it was a nice video.
It was lovely. They were out
And
camping.
do you know, this is really nice, just sitting with you out in the sunshine, listening to the birds sing. Baba's asleep under your chair.
Yeah.
We've got some knitting, albeit not maybe the project you thought you're going to be working on, but you've got some knitting to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, I'm
nice.
a process knitter. I just, because they talk about, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but you get process knitters. They just like the act of knitting. I think you might be a process
I'm a bit
knitter.
like that, yeah.
I just love knitting, and I can't stand it when I don't have something. And the finished product is definitely not the most important thing for me. If it turns out well, then great. And I do love when somebody says, "Oh, I love your jumper," and I get to say, "I knitted it."
I made this myself.
But that's not my main.
No.
I just love knitting.
It's just such a peaceful thing to do, isn't it? I love it so much that sometimes on like a night when I'm working the next day, I'll stay up way too late because I keep thinking one more round, and then before you know it, you're into the wee hours.
Yeah. It's better than staying up doom scrolling.
Well, that's true, exactly. No screens involved.
This is a tiny little square. I think I have to knit loads of these. I seam them together, so the Aldenac knitter's knitting one at the moment, I think.
Right.
A mitered square blanket. And he's knitting them all separately, and I think he's going to seam them up afterwards. But I knit them together.
I love the video that you sent me. I think it's Very Pink Knits.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah.
Her mitered square video I found really helpful. So
yeah,
if
in fact,
anyone ever
she's
wants
what
to
I
knit
used
one,
to.
I would recommend her video.
I would recommend Very Pink Knits for any tutorial.
Yeah, she's good, isn't she?
Really good. She's got a great setup. She explains things really well. Yeah, no, she's brilliant. She's taught me loads of things, actually, all for free as well. Just a brilliant channel.
And does she not supply a pattern for mitered squares as well?
She does. That's the pattern we're using. It's just so easily memorised that, and you can translate it to any sort of wool. So fingering, chunky, whatever you fancy. Obviously, if you do it small like I'm doing. So actually, the very first time I did it was Bunny got me an amazing yarn advent for Christmas, and it's a perfect project for that.
They were so cute, the little skeins of yarn that you got in your advent. What stage are you at with that then? So you've knitted...
I've knitted all 24. Is it 20? Yeah, it's 24.
And are you going to add to every Christmas if I get you another
your
advent?
seesaw.
Nice.
Well, and then there was enough, there were tiny bits of wool left, so I've been doing
another set of
squares, yeah. So it'll probably be an additional 12 once I'm finished. And then if I'm lucky enough to get a yarn advent,
you just see if you're good this year, Santa might bring you one.
And that was, what was the name of that lady again?
Or was it something sock?
Sock?
I think she was in Scotland as well, wasn't she?
I can't remember, but we can put a link as well.
It was a lovely little set though, wasn't it?
It was,
Really nice
yeah.
yarns.
Very cost effective because a lot of the yarn advents are really expensive, understandably. But yes, because some of them are nearly £200. It's a lot of money. So this was very reasonable and lovely, wasn't it?
And the perfect advent for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. And over time, that blanket's going to grow and all these memories
We'll
will
have
be...
all our Christmas memories knitted into it.
Yeah,
I like
it'll be
that.
lovely. And it looks like I've started another one now. Another wee mitered blanket, but they are really cool, aren't they?
Oh, they're lovely.
Right, I think, will we stop filming now?
Yes, that was very nice.
It was nice.
What an amazing day we've got for this.
Yeah. I'll have to see if I can get... I keep saying in every video, next video, I'm going to edit this properly. And then I just post them because I don't really know where to get the software or how... I don't know if I can do it on my phone or if it needs to be on a laptop. But
Keep it simple.
yeah,
Ah,
I don't even know how to stitch all these different videos
that's
together.
easy to
though.
do. You can get free apps like that.
Do you think? Will we try and post it tonight
Yeah,
then?
why
That
don't
would
we?
be nice, wouldn't it? I'd like that.
I love you.
I love you. So we'll say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it was lovely having you with us.
Hi, you're watching Knitting in the Shire.
Yes. We should put that in. Right, let's do it properly. I
Right.
look absolutely terrible.
You ready?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Are we starting with hi? I'll let you say
Well,
hi.
why don't I say hi, this is Knitting in the Shower, and then I'll
Okay.
say, and I'm introducing my new co-host, right? And then I'll pass over to you. Okay? Hi, this is Knitting in the Shire. We are... No!
Hi, this is Knitting in the Shire. We're on beautiful sunny Arran. And this is it. Stop putting me off.
Okay, try again.
Go.
Hi, this is Knitting in the Shire. I'm here with my amazing fiancé, Bunny, who I hope will be a co-host on a regular basis, or at least occasionally.
Absolutely.
And we are coming to you from the beautiful Isle of
The
Arran.
beautiful sunny Isle of Arran, and it's absolutely amazing today.
So stay tuned. We are going to talk a little bit about Bunny's journey into knitting, some of his projects, and then we're just going to have a chat about knitting.
Sounds
together.
good.
So that sounds interesting. Stay tuned.
There, that was good. Well done. It's quite awkward and all that, isn't it?
I know.